It is Saturday the 14th of February 2026. Some people like to call today Valentine's Day. I like to call it the opening day for Nickelodeon Land at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. They tried this last year, well, they tried it last year, something new, something different, where they opened Nickelodeon Land throughout February half term, and it obviously did well enough to bring it back for 2026. So welcome to the 2026 season. We're going to go on park for the first time this year today, and I am very excited. I'll do an Invictus update in a bit. I'll go and start that now, and then yeah, we will go on park and have fun and see some familiar faces. Yeah, I'll see you on there. Just one thing I do want to mention: we drove past like the main entrance, and there were still loads of people stood outside there. I think loads of people just started making their way down now, so someone's obviously come outside and told them. It's been well marketed that the entrance is under Watson Road for this event, but obviously not everybody's going to watch these YouTube videos, these Instagram videos, so yeah, there needs to be a sign there really. But yeah, anyway, so I have come to the main entrance just to start filming my Invictus update, which will either be already out or will be coming out. I honestly don't know what video I'm uploading first. And yeah, there is actually a small sign that says entrance on Watson Road with the direction. Only a little sign, and people don't read signs anyway, but yeah, they did try, and there is actually a member of staff now stood here to redirect people who come over here to enter the park. Tell you what, this is already looking more successful and more busy than last year, 2025. I mean, the weather was pretty poor on the first day of it last year, but yeah, it was nowhere near as busy as this. But let's get in. We're on park for the first time in 2026. Yeah, it is really busy. Like even the staff, and I've heard a few people saying like they don't have tickets, they've not pre-booked, so there's a lot showing up today, probably because of the weather. The weather's on the side for once, so that's nice. But let's get in. I want to take a picture of Invictus from over here with my old camera, because I didn't last time. In fact, I don't think enough of the park's open. It's fenced off here, obviously. There's a Valhalla boat, there's two Valhalla boats, these toilets are open, and the Alice bench has moved forward a little bit, like maybe they're doing a bit of paintwork or something to the fences behind it. Who knows? But yeah, I'm sick of waiting now. Let's go to Nickland, or Wallace and Gromit, of course. There we go, new for 2026. It's not Invictus, it's cones. Looks like that floor needs doing up. And yeah, let's see how busy it is around here. So the only ride that isn't open is Dora's World Voyage, which is a shame. They have still advertised it in all the videos, saying like all rides are open. Avatar Airbender's walk on, guys. Oh, it doesn't open till 12, does it? No. So, yeah. So yeah, there's some staggered openings, fairies walk on. We're just gonna give everything a go. Why not? But Dora's isn't open, which is a shame. I'm not doing that because it's cold, and I had to de-ice the car, and we're late on park because of that. And yeah, it's busier than last year's opening day, but again, I think it's a weather thing and a marketing thing as well, because they have like marketed this really, really well. Love to see it, but let's go on some rides. They have gritted it everywhere as well, because obviously it's a bit icy and slippy, so that is good. So we're not going to be slipping everywhere, because Nickland is slippy. First roller coaster of 2026, much like 2025. It's going to be Nickelodeon Streak. Exciting. First Pleasure Beach ride of the season done. Happy days on the back of Nickelodeon Streak. And yeah, here's Dora's World Voyage. And there is a sign to say it will be coming back for Easter. So this is Pleasure Beach's next reimagining. But yeah, just general maintenance. But from Nick Streak, it didn't look like anything major was going on. The boats are all here, so yeah. They might just be giving it a bit of a paint up. Yeah, we've already seen like loads of people we know. To mention a few names, we've seen Keith, Coaster, Dad and Luke. Then in the queue line for Nickelodeon Streak, we met Coaster Buddy, formerly Just Talking. It was nice to meet you finally, because we've been watching each other's channels for a little while. So yeah, go and check her channel out. And of course, Caledonian coasters and Coaster Dan as well. You've got the money or not. I'm sure everyone follows Coaster Dan. Yeah, I'm rambling. But let's go on our next ride. Blue Flyer is open. It was going round empty whilst we were on Nick Street. Don't know whether it opened late or not. I don't care, because it's open now. So, from one coaster to the next. Let's go. I am not going to be doing Splash Bash, respectfully. Hello, Dippy! And another ride I'm definitely not going to be doing is Rugrats Lost River, because I spotted from the Nickelodeon station that this water effect's on, and it's absolutely soaking people. That one right there, I think it is. So yeah, not only is this drop an absolute soaker, like, yeah, people are being squirted anyway before they even make it to it. So let's have a look at this, see if they get squirted. But yeah, I respectfully, I think I'll give it a miss. That drops enough. Let's have a look. There we go. That is ridiculous. It looked worse from Nick Street, to be fair, but it's still bad. The Snack Shack and the Big Pizza Kitchen are open for food, and don't think anything was open up there. So yeah, and the Nickelodeon shop's open. The character meet and greets are out. Yeah, okay. This actually looks like it's going well, like even better than last year. It's busy, but Blue Flyer's looking busy, because yeah, I think it has only just opened, so let's have a little walk around and let the crowds die down. We're going to go on Backyardigans Treasure, I think it's called. Yeah, this is worth noting, shuts at 4 rather than 5 this year, but doesn't really matter. I enjoyed the Backyardigans Treasure ride, and this is as far as we can get, obviously, with the fences going there. The Chinese puzzle maze is open. We didn't expect this last year, but yeah, it's come back for this year's event. There are some benches on gallopers, and there's not really much else I can see. Skyforce is still here, as expected as well. So, cool. Might have a walk through the maze and go back into Nickland that way. The posters have been updated for Hot Ice and the new Alice Frozen in a Wonderland of Dreams show.
They're advertising.
We are not going to spend as long in here as we did last year. Looks like the floor's been pressure washed, which is good. Just the little things, the little sort of tidy ups and clean ups, and you get the idea. They're looking after the place. Another new sign, congratulations, you've made it to the end of the maze. The middle of the maze, sorry. Good luck finding the exit. And it's in the middle of where these stairs are, so I'm not going to go up the stairs just in case the sign being there means they don't want us going up there, kind of thing. Because yeah, it's positioned weirdly if that's the case. This is a gate that's open as well, so I'm not going to go through there either. Let's, yeah, good luck finding the exit. I know my way. This ain't 2025 anymore. I also really hope that this nice weather means that the real opening day for the full park is going to be rubbish weather. Because it was the other way around last year. It was awful on this Nickland opening day, but we had gorgeous weather on the 1st of March. Next ride, Ferry World Taxi Spin, walk on. I was going to wait till like the cycle before us started to start this clip, but then we ended up getting on. So yeah, happy days. Let's go for a bouncing sensation. We didn't really get a bouncing sensation on Ferry. It depends which taxi you're on, from memory anyway, from when we used to do it a lot a couple of years ago, when we had friends working on there. Yeah, we had our favourite car and that one was taken. So yeah, anyways, we were walking up this ramp and I spotted that Nick Street was pretty much walk on. So yeah, we need to go get dinner soon and have a ride on Wallace and whatnot, but if Nick Street's walk on, you've got to take that opportunity. Because yeah, it's busy, but obviously some rides get busy and then people move away into another ride, like Avatar Airbender for example. We was going to do that before Ferry, but it was just packed. Blue Flyer went down again. So yeah, obviously some rides are packed, some rides are dead, and then it'll rotate kind of thing. So like all the people from Avatar end up coming over here soon, and then that'll be dead, and this will be busy again. So anywho, alright then, back on park after a bit of dinner on Wallace and Gromit. Thrill-O-Matic is very, very quiet. Interesting to see. Well, there won't be new scenes right now, but yeah, we could potentially see some changes this year. Adam himself did say, sat in one of these slippers, that there may be more to come. But it's cool that they have this open, it's part of the event, and I'm excited to get on one of my favourite dark rides. Fun first ride of the season on Wallace and Gromit's Thrill-O-Matic. We were joined by Coaster Buddy as well, which was nice. There's a lot of like missed timings with the lighting, I've noticed. Like it feels like the scene before us, like where we are, is also lit up as well as the scene that we're going through at the time. Well, it's never normally been an issue with Wallace, but the good news is, Bradley, your favourite scene's been fixed with a plane. Because yeah, that spent the last half of the season not moving in that scene, and yeah, it's moving again now. So yeah, but yeah, it's just a few bits of like, say, fire exit lights, which I suppose have to be there, but brighter than they've ever been. And yeah, like the scene before, like after the one we're going through has been lit up. Yeah, no new scenes either, but again, like they're not going to add them for the Nickelodeon Land sort of week, are they? Especially unannounced, so yeah. But yeah, merch, I mean, I think a lot of this is returning merch. Can I make this squeak like I used to in the good old days when I used to scare Ben with these? I don't think I can. They've got rid of the ones that I used to scare him with, unfortunately. But yeah, there's a lot of merch that is still here, that's returned. And yeah, steady on. I think some of it's new.
Yeah, give it a 9 out.
It's not loud enough.
Are they back?
No, not the ones that he. Oh, shocking. Anyways, if you know, you know. But this is new. I think it's like a stocking, like it's like Feathers McGraw stocking. And yeah, I don't remember this either, to be honest. I remember these, but not these. I don't even know what they are. A vase. A vase. Well, it is Valentine's Day. Here are the slippers. Absolutely love them. There's two types. And then this is all returning stuff that's been here. Shaun the Sheep. Don't remember this. What is it, like a hat? An oven glove? Like, what even is that? Because I don't know. But yeah, really enjoyed Wallace and Gromit, as always. One of my favourite dark rides, as I said. And it's cool that they have it open. Alright then, our next ride is going to be the Zamperla Disco in Nickelodeon Land. Avatar Airbender. Our next ride is going to be a ride I have not done for about 6 years. I've just overheard Ben say he's never done it in his life. It is the big circus bounce. Noticed Ian on here, massive shout out to Ian, big friendly member of staff who we've been chatting to on our visits for absolutely years, absolute legend. I believe it's one adult per thing, so yeah. Yeah, as I said, I've not done this for 6 years, so this should be a good laugh. This is the real bouncing sensation. We don't have to press any buttons for it, so yeah, this will be fun. Ben and Danielle have risked going in this one, but Danielle's only just an adult, so we can consider Danielle a child still. And Ben's probably a child as well. We can consider Ben a child. It's the size of one. Well, that was good. As I said, I've not done that for like 8 years, almost. So yeah, I think you were 2018 when I last did that ride. Yeah, smashing airtime. Struggled for leg room in there, but yeah, good fun. And another ride that we've done today in Nickelodeon Land. Should we do Diego's? We've not done that yet today. Avatar's walk on, so we're doing it again. But yeah, Diego's. I was on my own because these two ditched me. Apparently they got told to go in a separate one, which I didn't hear. So yeah, no wonder there's rumours. Sorry, I didn't say that. But yeah, just imagine, yes! Just imagine me going on that on my own. But yeah, a big circus bounce as well. I'll get them spots at some point. Theme park, mad. And you're on it. Yeah. Nice one. I believe you had your first ever ride on Big Circus Bounce.
I did.
Jimmy. Wait, any good?
Oh yeah, very bouncy. Not as good as Fairy World Taxi Spin for the suspension that's sort of a bit thingy, but you know, it did still have a bit of bounce feeling to it, so it was good. For a little, you know, a tiny little ride that you'd have in a shopping centre or something, it was quite good.
Good. Alright then, let's try and get on some more rides that we haven't done yet today. Krusty Krab, Order Up. Cool little drop tower, it's alright. Get some good airtime on this. This wasn't actually ready for it last season, this event, so I'm happy it is this year. And then all that'd be left is the Bikini Bottom Bus Tour over there. For what's open anyway, and for what isn't a water ride, because again, I think I'll be giving them a miss today, respectfully. The last non-water ride that's open today that we've not done yet is Bikini Bottom Bus Tour, and yeah, we're going to do it now. Enjoyed Krusty Krab. We've done all the rides in Nickelodeon apart from the water rides, apart from Blue Flyer, which closed, and Dora, which we knew wasn't going to be open anyway. So yeah, re-rides, and I think this is the most ride we're going to re-ride for obvious reasons. It's obviously the main attraction in Nickelodeon. So yeah, we've only done it twice so far today, so let's get our rides up on Nickelodeon Streak. It's pretty quiet as well. There is just under half an hour to go now, and the park, well, the area is quietening up a little bit. So yeah, I mean, that's obviously why they've decided to shut at 4 rather than 5 this year. But it's been a really good day again, it's been successful, and hopefully it's the same for the rest of the half term and it comes back next year. I think we're going to go for a ride on Wallace, and then we'll probably spend the rest of this remaining half an hour in Nickland, probably on Nick Streak and stuff. But yeah, again, it's been good. The Nick shop is open, and I think that's like guest services for the day. There's no one in there at the minute apart from staff, and it looks like they're tidy up, so I don't really want to go in there just to film. So yeah, I'll have a look on opening day, see if there's anything new in there, but there probably isn't, to be honest. So yeah, just Nickelodeon stuff, which is good because it's Nickelodeon Land. There's entertainment round there in the UK theme park. Yes, you heard that right. And it's been popular today. Yeah, lots of families here having a good time. But we are going to go on over to that because it is walk on. But yeah, it's been good to see today. It's been a nice atmosphere at the park in this area. So happy days. Been a good one. I think we'll have time for one more ride, and it'd be rude not to make it. Nickelodeon Streak, of course. Not too many people down over there. And yeah, we will end this first visit of the year to Nickelodeon Land, to Pleasure Beach Resort. And yeah, as I said, it's been a good one. So let's go. Alright then, ended there where we started on Nickelodeon Streak. And that brings us to the end of the first day of this Nickelodeon Land February half-term event. Again, I've said it a few times today, it's gone really well for them. I think it's been busy, they had the weather on the side, and yeah, it's been a good time to be here as a guest. Obviously Blue Flyer kind of gave up on us, but that can't be helped. Apart from that, downtime was very, very minimal, if there were any, and yeah, good atmosphere, friendly staff, got on plenty rides, saw loads of friends as well. So yeah, perfect. Happy days. So until next time, might pop up here tomorrow to do a close season update around the perimeter of the park, and then come into the park to finish and see what we can see. So stay tuned for that. I've just spotted a few updates that I can put in. So yeah, there we go. The fountain's been painted and that hut's been built. But yeah, I might pop up for that tomorrow, so stay tuned. Hopefully I can get on this vlog online tonight, and then God knows when the Evictus update will come on. Definitely before the full park close season update. I'm rambling. I've been thinking about it all week, like what order to film and upload these videos, so yeah. But at the end of the day, we've had a good time. This event is running until Sunday the 22nd of February, and then there's going to be a week off where the park doesn't open, apart from the behind the scenes tours that they're doing on the 28th of February. But yeah, the park will be closed, and then opening date is on the 7th of March, so yeah. As I said, might pop down a few times, get some close season updates and Evictus updates and stuff before the main season starts. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. check out the screen to see more. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that will be, and the close season update.